Hey guys, it's CWillyHD here, and welcome back to Game Breakers. Sonic Colors Ultimate. Oh god. So, if you're unaware, this game is extremely broken. Like, right out of the box broken. So there's definitely no lack of glitches here, and that's why I'm here. Due to this game's hype around how buggy it is, I decided to play through the game and document any glitches I came across. Why are the ending credits 30 minutes long? About 10 is the number of glitches I encountered just by playing, and I rarely tried to actually break the game, and they just kept seeming to fall right into my lap. There's just one glitch that I went out of my way to do, that's, this. Completely destroying the game's graphics, which is easier to do than it should be, but we'll get to that in a little bit. For the record, I'm playing on the Nintendo Switch version, but I'm pretty confident most, if not all glitches you see are replicable on any platform. But with all that out of the way, let's take a look at some glitches I was able to find in Sonic Colors Ultimate. First up is a minor one, but I came across it within minutes of playing. I had navigator mode on while playing through the game, so these hint rings were scattered all over the levels. While one of their text boxes is up, simply pause the game. This will create an overlap of the two boxes. I guess the layering is a tad messed up as the pause text goes over top of the hint text, but the box itself stays all the way in the back. It still functions properly, so it's not a big deal, but it's still a very easy glitch to do anywhere if you have navigator mode on. Moving on to something a little more interesting, soft locking the game. This happened to me in Act 1 of the Starlight Carnival. I was at this section later in the level with the moto bugs. I was taking them out as best I could when everything just froze. The only thing still functioning was the music. I couldn't move or pause. I was completely stuck in this lovely view. The only option I had was to back out of the home menu and close the game. I'm not entirely sure why this happens here, but I'm guessing it's some sort of overload with the graphics as this moto bug was just starting to explode while the other was spinning out. That's the best guess I have, but I've seen this exact same freeze happen to other players too. So there's gotta be something going on here in this section that the game just does not like. I couldn't get a consistent setup for it either, so the best I can do is to simply recreate what I did. Okay, so the ghost power-up is definitely one of the most broken parts of this game. There's a lot of clips you can achieve with this, so let's go to the first one I stumbled across. In Act 4 of Sweet Mountain, there's a ghost power-up near the goal ring we need to grab. Use it to morph inside the section above the ring where you'll find another ghost. Jump up into this tiny corner that doesn't really serve a purpose, so we're gonna give it one. You can clip into the wall here pretty easily with the ghost power-up. Enter the form and fly against the corner until you clip inside. I stayed in here until it wore off, resulting in Sonic getting stuck. I couldn't clip any further until I boosted, which threw me over to this. Believe it or not, this is actually part of Act 5. This same section is used in both Act 4 and 5, with this corner being open now, as you can see here. But going back to Act 4, we're not supposed to be here right now. So not only are we out of bounds, but the camera isn't adjusted properly to this section of the level. As a result, if we come to this massive burger tower thing, it just disappears, leaving Sonic all alone in the void. You can mess around with the background and just hang out here. These are some of my favorite glitches, as just looking at this clip can confuse anyone watching. I tried to continue through the level, but you can't get too much further than this. Your only option is to jump off and start over. Switching it up from an actual cool glitch to an annoying one that you really don't want to happen but will still show up about 20 times throughout a playthrough. Audio bugs. I don't know how this game's audio was programmed, but my god is it rough. Sometimes, and seemingly at random, the game's audio will either vanish, get thrown all into one ear, or a beautiful mixture of both. This is one of the best examples I have, as I managed to get it all within a minute. The game's music just cuts out here and never returns. And shortly after that, the audio becomes separated in each ear where some of the sounds are playing out of the left and right at random. Yeah. It was honestly pretty annoying, and if you're playing with a louder volume in headphones, it straight up hurts. Luckily, there's no way to avoid this, and can and will happen in a lot of levels. Enjoy! In Act 6 of Aquarium Park, there's a ghost power-up, so you know what that means, getting out of bounds. About halfway through the level, you'll end up here, with this pipe formation and the ghost spirit. Transform and then fly into the corner against this pipe. There's a certain angle you have to hit in order to clip out, but it's very easy to find. Once you do, well, you're out of bounds. Unfortunately, since we're underwater, we can run out of air, so your time here is limited. I tried to see what I could do with this, but I didn't have much luck. Going back to the left doesn't really give you anything, as you can't reach anything without dying, so that's out. You can go really high up until the rock formation abruptly ends, but again, you can never resurface for some reason. Going to the right is the best case as you can pop back in bounds later in the level. So maybe speedrunners could find a time save with this, but that's really it. You can either explore out of bounds until your timer runs out, or you can skip to a further section. Okay, this is basically the best glitch this game has, in my opinion anyway. You can completely break the game in a matter of a minute and get this in any level you want. So what's the super complex setup for this insane looking glitch? Back in and out of a few worlds. That's it. All you have to do is select a world from the hub, back out, and select a new world. Repeat this a couple times, changing locations, and then simply enter a level. Some levels won't break right away, however you'll know if you got it if your screen does this while boosting. For some reason, boosting will cause this, and a variety of other color vomiting screens to appear while you're in the middle of it. Continue through the level as best you can, and eventually the game will just destroy itself, giving a wide variety of results depending on the level. Some will just become a bright, shiny mess, and others will make you want to turn off your console. Oh, and Sonic isn't safe from the effects either. Whether it's a mangled mess like this, or just a big blue wall taking up the entire screen, it can make some levels next to impossible to play, especially the water ones. Every time I went underwater, I got something similar to the boost screen, but it stays until you get out. This level in Aquarium Park was a nightmare to complete. I spent a majority of it just with my eyes closed, blindly jumping to the right, and then using the sound coming out of my headphones to guide me to the goal ring. Which brings me to the next thing, ending screens. They really bring this glitch together as you never know what mess you'll be greeted with here. After leaving a level, the glitch corrects itself for the most part. In the next level, you won't really get any bugs besides the boost screen still being black like this, but that's really it. So you'll have to back in and out of worlds each time you want to try this in a new level. Be sure to go in and out a good amount of times before going into a level, as the number of worlds will affect how broken it gets. In this clip, I only went in and out of one other world before going into this one, and nothing crazy really happened. For me, I just went in a circle of going in and out of each world once, and then entering whichever level I wanted. So my best guess for why this happens is the game gets overloaded with the assets it has to load. Since you enter different worlds with different assets, the game is trying to load and unload the right things quickly, which I think is what causes this whole thing. The final Eggman fight was really interesting with this glitch, as it makes it 10 times more terrifying and even more challenging trying to navigate Spaghetti Sonic through these obstacles. I had a ton of fun messing around with this glitch, and I'd recommend trying it for yourself if your eyes can handle the mess. Moving over to Planet Wisp, this isn't really a glitch, but just something I found in Act 2. At this section, you'll be given a ghost spirit, and if you activate it at the top and just fly straight up, the skybox will quickly end and you can see the black void behind it. While I don't think this really is a glitch, it's surprising how easy it is to break the game's immersion here. Maybe it's just me, but it shouldn't be that easy to see stuff like this. Want to perform the easiest clip in the game? Well, all you need is a moving platform. Simply jump and stomp as fast as possible while one is rising, and sometimes Sonic will just continue to stomp through the platform. Hooray! This honestly just hurt me more than helping me, as I died a couple of times on accident because of this. It's a collision issue where the rising platform and Sonic falling intersect, so you might just pop right through it. I did this in Planet Wisp Act 4, but I imagine most moving platforms will do this if they move fast enough. Speaking of glitches that can just happen, Sonic disappearing. During the little intro cutscene where Sonic runs off screen, there are a few times when he just disappears and all that's left are his glove cuffs and this blue stripe. Yeah, pretty strange. Obviously, this is difficult to spot unless you're really paying attention, but I thought it was funny enough to put in either way. This next glitch occurs during the ending cutscene video. So while this cutscene was playing out, I managed to get it desynced by a couple of seconds. The video was ahead of the audio, so you get a lot of Tails' voice coming out of Sonic and vice versa. Have a listen.
He said, "Thank you for saving us."
You're welcome. Thank you for saving us.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know how the audio was programmed for this game, but geez, it gets screwed up a lot. This isn't a glitch, but yikes, does the ending credits feel like one. It's 30 minutes long. 30 minutes I just had to sit there and watch text scroll by. Is it skippable? Yes, but I wasn't sure if there was another cutscene after, which there is, and if skipping would skip past that too. But there's just so much wrong with the whole thing that it bugs me. In the beginning, it's fun. You can collect Wisp and mess around with people's names, but then it just stops. The music and power-ups just go away after about 10 minutes. Then you just get these paragraph-long legal notices that you can't even read because it's too big to fit on the screen, so the first half of the sentence is gone by the time you get to the next line. It just seems so sloppy to me. I get the whole credit everyone thing, and I don't think anyone's name should be cut, but you could have fit more names onto the screen at once. You guys didn't have a problem doing whatever this is. If the music or power-ups didn't just disappear, I wouldn't have as much of a problem, as it is fun to just mess around with this. But the combination of everything just makes it terrible. I'm sorry, but it's too long to not have something to do while you're in there. So, there were a whole bunch of glitches in Sonic Colors Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch. If you still don't believe me that this game is broken, I don't know what to tell you at this point. Still, I had a lot of fun playing through the game and kind of liked how messed up it was. Being able to have the freedom to just stop and find a glitch in whatever level I was in was really fun for me. With that being said, there's probably 100 more glitches you can do with this game, so I'm curious if you guys found anything yourselves while playing. But for now, I'm gonna get up out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, see ya!